Hello world, Cozzy here with another geek movie review, this time for the movie Warrior. Now, first off, I'm just going to start by saying this movie is fantastic. It is easily a 4.5-star movie. I am hugely impressed by it. No matter if you love or hate MMA or indifferent towards it. For those of you who don't know what MMA stands for, it's mixed martial arts. A lot of people might just say UFC, but the sport in general is called mixed martial arts. Even if you don't care about it, and I'm a massive fan of it, you should love this movie. And I'll tell you why right now. Now, let's start off by talking a little bit about the story. I'm just going to give an over sort of view of the story. I'm not going to give too much away. But it's a story about a family of fighters. One of the fighters is a US Marine called Tommy, played by Tom Hardy. He returns to his hometown, to his estranged father, to train for a big MMA tournament called Sparta. Basically, if you win Sparta, it's a 2-night tournament, you win $5 million. His brother Brendan, who's also estranged from his father, and actually the brothers are estranged from each other as well. He is also training for this tournament, but for different reasons. He has financial problems and he needs to get this money so that him and his family don't end up basically on the streets. So he returns. He's a former fighter, professional fighter, who's gone on to be a physics teacher, and he's returning to the cage to try and sort out his family's financial issues. You've got a lot of sort of problems and internal issues with the family itself, especially because of the estranged former alcoholic father, played by Nick Nolte, Paddy. And yeah, the film follows the dysfunctional family and what happens with them inside and outside the cage. Story itself is strong, it's powerful, it's convincingly real, and very, very engaging. It draws the viewer in. You actually have an emotional attachment to these characters and to what's going on in their lives, and that is fantastic. It's very, very well written. The story and the screenplay were co-written by the director, Gavin O'Connor, and kudos to him, because it is a very engrossing and engaging story right the way through. It balances human drama, the view of this dysfunctional family, and the world of MMA perfectly. So, you know, there's not too much of anything. All the bits fit in perfectly like a jigsaw puzzle. And it's obviously helped by the sort of beautiful locations that they've chosen to film this movie in. Places around Pittsburgh and Atlantic City in particular, which make it feel very, very human and very, very real. It's very well put together, draws in the viewer, as I've said, and you make an emotional connection with these characters and the story, and you want everyone to win, but we all know not everybody can win. Actors, the acting is top-notch. It's no surprise to anyone who's seen Tom Hardy act. Tom Hardy is the better of the two main characters when it comes to acting. You really do have this connection with him. Not taking anything away from Joel Edgerton, who is also a very, very good actor and fantastic in this role. He actually looks a little bit like Matt Hughes, for those of you who watch MMA. But yeah, Hardy really does steal the show from him. Which, you know, it's no surprise. He'll probably do the same in the new Batman movie when he'll be playing Bane. Jennifer Morrison is very, very good. She is a very, not just a beautiful woman, she is a fantastic actress. You might know her from House, or from the fact she played very briefly Kirk's mother in the last Star Trek movie. She's fantastic in this, very, very good performance. Hopefully this is going to open doors for her to be in more sort of big budget Hollywood movies, because she's a very, very good actress. The one man though that steals the show, and he is brilliant in every scene he's in, he even steals it from Tom Hardy, is Nick Nolte. Now, I personally am a big fan of Nolte. I think his early work in particular was amazing. He's very good at comedy and dramatic roles. I've been wondering where he's been for the last couple of years. This is a real return to form for Nolte. This is basically the film that could revitalise his career. It really does show that the guy's got acting chops. As I say, he steals the scenes from every single other actor that he's in a scene with. He's just fantastic. I was very, very impressed. Nick Nolte, you are a top-notch actor. I know this, but this proves it. There's also some great cameos in this movie from people like Kurt Angle, Nate Marquardt, Rashid Evans, Anthony Johnson, Stephen Bonner, all legitimate fighters in their own right, and they get cameos in this movie. So yeah, nice to see some of the actual MMA fighters in a movie like this. Directing and soundtrack. Now, as I've already said, Gavin O'Connor, who directed, produced, helped co-write the story and the screenplay, he is fantastic. He should really be under the sort of Oscar nominees for the directing of this movie. That's how good it is. It's absolutely 5-star directing, top notch, very, very impressive. It's his directing of this fantastic performances and fantastic storyline that really bring everything together and draw you in and make you have that emotional connection with the characters and the storyline itself. Add to that the soundtrack and the score, which are fantastic. Every single piece of music in this movie fits perfectly with the scenes that it's been chosen for, and that really does add to the sort of engrossing power of the movie itself. Talk a little bit about Oscars. I personally think that this movie and a couple of the performances in this movie should be nominated for Oscars. I doubt that they'll actually win, because for those of you who don't know, the Academy, the people that vote for the Oscar winners, they are all of a certain age group, of majority a certain ethnicity, and they all have a very similar view on what should and shouldn't be winning Oscars. And that's why movies that aren't, in my opinion, particular 5-star or even 4-star movies, things like Slumdog Millionaire and The King's Speech, that's why things like that win Oscars, because these people are looking for a specific type of movie to win an Oscar. This should be in the best feature category. It should be in the best director category. Nick Nolte should easily be in best supporting actor, but whether any of them will win, that's going to be a different story. So let's sum it up. This is a fantastic movie. It's 4.5 stars. The only thing that lets it down is the ending. I'm not going to give away the ending, but I thought it didn't quite wrap up some of the plot threads particularly well, seemed a bit rushed and a bit obvious, and that's the only thing that stops this being a 5-star movie. It's a fantastic movie. It's solid, it's engaging, it's realistic, it's enjoyable. There's not one bad word I can find to describe this movie, which is fantastic. As I say, it's easily 4.5 star, and I'm just going to throw this out there. This is just my opinion, but I think this is not only better than last year's The Fighter, which is a good movie, and I do say if you haven't seen it, go out and do get hold of it and watch it, but it's also this generation's Rocky. It's that good. It's not only this generation's, it's MMA's Rocky, which is fantastic. And if it raises the profile of MMA as a sport, because it is a legitimate sport, then nothing bad can come of this. Alright guys, as always, you know where the like button is, it's down there. Click if you like this video, favourite and subscribe in the description box down there. You can pop out and if you aren't a fan of me on Facebook, follow me on Facebook, find out what's going on and when the next couple of videos are coming up. If you haven't watched the review for Green Lantern Emerald Knights, there's a link there, you can click out and see my Super 8 review as well, just in case you've missed either of those two videos. You can also obviously subscribe with the subscribe button I've just clicked there for you, so you can just click and subscribe straight away. Alright guys, Geek Movie News is coming up within the next sort of 48 to 72 hours. Apologies for last week for the delay, but I was very, very ill, and part of the illness I didn't have a voice, so it would have been very, very difficult to deliver Geek Movie News through sign language, as I can't sign. Shame. Alright guys, we'll see you soon, and until next time, au revoir.